am I streaming? I am. Hold. 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 And I do believe. I do believe that it is working. Okay, well, I'm gonna ban you. There's no way. There is no way that is not a bot. There is there is no way that is not a bot. A comment like that 5 seconds into the stream. There is zero way that is not a bot. Maybe I'm being a bit preemptive, but like, come on, there is zero way that's a real human. There is no way. Ain't no way. Be interesting to see who the first person in stream will be. Which one will it be? Will it be well, I don't think it'll be Lucas, because I think I've started stream too late for him. It could be Fetcher. I did see him earlier. How much XP are we getting? We're getting a lot. A lot. I can't say for certain, but I swear I've gained like 60 mil XP an hour or something. It is actually insane, this Fiesta. Because of the mayor, because of the 30% boost, Perk Apocalypse giving us coal, so 60 wisdom, and then Mining Fiesta, 75 wisdom. That all combined is insane. Like, actually, I wish I attended the second Fiesta. Insane. If I just claim a commission real quick, you can see I'm getting 164,000 XP per com. That's fucked. That's so fucked. Why is it so much? Have they just forgotten that mining exists? I think they have. The admins have not considered the consequence of these actions. Because what the fuck, man? The XP is fucked. Like, I actually have to mine now. I have to. It's a legal requirement. I mean, if they've done all this XP boosting, like, come on. It's like they've said, no, you have to come out of retirement now. You have to mine now. We've given you like a fucking 2x, 3x boost in XP rates. Probably 4x. Alright, let's see. Do I get kicked from the server, chat? Do I get kicked from the server? It's been a lot better today, I'll tell you that. It's a thing that I haven't fixed as well, which is really annoying, because like, I should have fixed it, and whatever. I just don't have time, and I kind of want to... What the fuck am I doing? I kind of want to, like, sweat out the Fiesta, which, you know, makes it like... You know, why are you streaming if you want to sweat out the Fiesta type thing? But no, I want to sweat out the Fiesta for obvious reasons, like the XP rates, man. Okay, I can do this tungsten guy, but where the fuck is he? This is definitely not helping my XP rates. There we go. I'd love to stay and watch, but I'm learning the rest of chemistry A-level in a month. I'm in year 1 A-level at the moment. Ooh. Well, have fun. And yes, definitely focus on chemistry. You will need to. Also didn't get kicked there. Huge, big, massive. But definitely focus on chemistry. From my own personal experience, I can say that you definitely want to focus on that. GCSE chemistry was Was it GCSE chem? It might have been before then, but I remember getting like 100% on loads of different things in chemistry, and then it fell off for A level. And by it, I mean me. Absolutely fell off. Much like my playtime in hypixel skyblock in the past few months. Not been high. Which I consider to be a somewhat good thing, I think, you know? Been doing other things. But it does mean my XP is relatively lowering comparatively to the rest of the skyblock population, especially as the inflation of everything in skyblock, you know, there's massive inflation in skyblock in every aspect of the game. Like, most people will be going on about, like, you know, coin inflation, because of course, that's the only thing people care about is coin inflation. But people forget that everything is in a state of inflation in this game. Everything. They increase the rates almost all the time for almost everything. Well, I guess sometimes, to be fair, they do, like, kill some things. Like, you know, they'll make something extremely cheap, or maybe they'll nerf a method into doing, you know, instead of 1 mil an hour, it's like 100,000 an hour or something. But you get what I mean? The rest of the... There's rare example, I mean, I don't know. There's some examples of massive deflation, but in general, everything gets inflated in this game. You're going to be applying to a top uni. Very nice. You're a very talented student, so I'm just going to finish 2 of my A-levels before Easter so I can focus on application tests. Application tests? What do you mean by that? It's good you're focusing on studies, though. GCSEs and A-levels and shit. It's a good idea, too. Responsible OT in the chat. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to refuel my drill. I forgot that I need to do that. I forgot that I need to have maintenance on my skyblock related things. Physics aptitude test is the entrance exam for physics at Oxford. Ah, that's interesting. The Pat. You'd love to be mining ice in this Fiesta, you really would, but yeah. Yeah, you gotta focus on the real life as opposed to the game, man. Very true. 100% agree. And plus, this Fiesta isn't even, like, particularly good for ice mining either. It's not like it's massively increased the amount of fortune or, like, ice production, if you get what I mean. This is mainly a mining XP thing for me. It's somewhat the only reason I'm here, I can't lie. I'm almost only here for just the insane XP rates. Like, there's insane, and then there's what we have right now, which is ridiculous. But that doesn't really apply to ice as much, so, you know, it's not that kind of thing. Not that kind of event. Double ice rates, to be fair, adds up when I'm using racing helmet and snail. Yeah, but, like, that could be any Fiesta for you. As opposed to, like, this Fiesta with XP. It's just like it's more of an XP Fiesta, this one. For me, at least. For your boy. Alright, any kills? Any kills? No? No kills? Alright, we out. Do I get kicked? Oh, I don't. Seems a lot more random now. Like, it was almost 100% the last time I played or even streamed. Um, you know, like, with my current mod setup, which I need to change. I'd be kicked every time I. It was consistent. It wasn't when I was going into a mineshaft. It was returning from one. Um, but it seems to be a lot better today, and it also seems to maybe have some correlation with the way that I'm, the way that I'm moving before I exit the mineshaft, or like what I'm doing before I exit the mineshaft in general. That seems to be something that has an effect on it. But I can't really tell what it is, if anything. Which is very annoying, but I think, I mean, I'm still quite confident. I don't know how confident I am, but I hope that the fix that I have for it, or the fix that I think will fix it, will actually fix it, and then I don't have to worry about like, oh shit, I need to like do a certain thing before I exit a mineshaft every time so that I don't have the thing of being kicked. But there you go. You finished a quarter of organic chemistry for A level. Progress is good, still have a lot to go. Well, good on you, mate. Hopefully all goes well and you go through it and stuff. Enjoy it. I mean, I'm guessing you picked chemistry as a with A levels on 9. I don't know. It's not like a. I know that my school would be like for year 7 we got to pick certain subjects, but um, not many. It'd be nice if all schools made it so that you could pick more subjects, but it is what it is. Um, I like the idea of choice in that aspect, but for A levels, I'm pretty sure you get to, universally, wherever you are, get to just pick what you want to do. So you picked your A levels, you get to, you know, you probably did enjoy chemistry. It's like Syntax Man coming in here talking about chemistry all the time. Still don't know whether he's being serious or not with it. I don't know whether I said bye to OT though. Can't lie. But bye regardless if I didn't say bye. Picked physics, chemistry, maths, and further maths. Very smart. Very smart. Also, that's a wide variety. Physics and chemistry. I guess they complement each other. Same with maths and further maths. You got maths and then maths plus. Extra maths. Hmm. See, that route is probably a little bit faster for getting to Aquamarine, but is what it is. The real bottleneck here is the server lag. Like, that was horrible. That's another thing. I'm very rusty from doing this. Like, the proper way of doing this should be to make a mental note of the com before you leave the pigeon. Also, what is HS for? Is that HS Fearless? In the lobby? Probably not. Also, don't know how long this stream will be. I did want to stream like one of these fiestas. I might stream the next one if it's a good time. Not that one because that's too early in the morning. But 4 p.m. is that's a really good time for a fiesta. Might stream that one tomorrow, we'll see. But for obvious reasons, I do definitely want to I do definitely want to do all these fiestas. These fiestas are insane. I also need to keep an eye on Spooky. 3 p.m. tomorrow, right? Yeah. Wait. Oh my god, I was excited. I was like, hold on a minute. There is no way it's going to be Fiesta and Spooky at the same time. That would have been kind of crazy. I don't think it's worth... Like, it's definitely not a meta XP thing to be mining with that person. Because, you know, you just got no fortune speed and etc. Like, you got no mining stats other than mining XP, mining wisdom. But having extra mining wisdom on top of that, on top of what we've already got is... I don't know. I don't know if it's exponential or not. Probably doesn't make too much of a difference having a little bit more mining wisdom, but... Okay, if my range wasn't shit. Umber Tungsten don't have a key for either. So I can't do Corpse Looter, but I can do Aquamarine. Crash? Not Crash. It's, getting kicked. It's not really a crash. It's more of a kick, but it is strange. Don't know why it does that. What's good, hello, Mr. Legend? It's not even in YouTube or Twitch chat. He's just gone straight for in-game chat. That's going to be like fully, you know, in-game chat's going to be full of stuff like pristine and, you know, commission completed. It is, yeah, I was about to say, it is still Fiesta. Just want to make sure of that. Oh, you're doing Fiesta, that's why? I see, I see. As you should. It's a good time for fiestaing. Or doing specifically this. If you want to get mining XP. I swear. I swear it's 60 mil XP an hour right now. It's actually insane. It is ridiculous. If only you could teleport in these mine shafts. It would break it even further. Don't have... Okay, it's just that, and... Should I? Yeah, I should kill a little bit more. Just means I can 100% guarantee the next mine shaft will be done with that com. See, people with, like, Corpse ESP, they can just see every single... I have to check all of them. Even though I know that all the Lapis ones are done, so I can't even do any more. So that was really just me wasting time there. But there was another kill that I could have got that shit. This is more sweaty than I'm actually doing, you know? How's Smash Bros going? It's going, man. It is basically... Yeah, it is going. I don't know, it's like... It is the game that I sometimes mess around with in training mode to, like, chill. I think it's a really good chill game, if you get what I mean. In training mode. Like, maybe not chill in PvP online, you know, in the online aspect. But for training mode, it's actually kind of nice. It's like a little bit of a thing that, like, you can take your mind off of stuff. But hello, awesomely. How you doing? Have you improved? Because you said last time you weren't doing so good. Well, I haven't really played online all too much, so I can't really say whether my player versus player actual playing the game Smash Bros has done good or bad. I haven't really played Smash online in a while. But yeah, ultimately, how has your Fiesta gaming been going? Because I mean, I'm sure, I'm sure Fiesta almost. I called Fetcher Fiesta. I almost did that. Um, but what was I saying? I saw Fetcher in a lobby, so I know he's been doing these Fiestas, or maybe he's just been in the lobbies, I guess. But how are you doing with them? Can I go to the thing? There we go. Doing well. Just got in onto skyblock for the end of the Fiesta. Well, you know, any of the Fiesta that you can do is still good, really, because the XP rates are just so fucking ridiculous, man. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this Fiesta I started on 20.6 exactly overflow. So, you know, I was at 600 mil here overflow. Um, bef as the Fiesta started. So this Fiesta, I'm assuming I'll gain 100 mil XP this Fiesta. That is insane. 100 million XP in a Fiesta. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Started at like 4 a.m. and didn't feel like waking up for them. Yeah, it's annoying the timing of some of them because I missed the second Fiesta, which I was technically awake for, but I went back to sleep. Um, but yeah, also didn't do that. The first Fiesta I did I didn't do good. Definitely didn't do great in that Fiesta. Also, there was two Fiestas today as well. There was like they were back to back as well, so it's almost like a ye old 5 hour Fiesta. And I think the first Fiesta I didn't do particularly well in today, but this the second Fiesta I've definitely done a lot better. At least 85 mil XP in this one. You're also hitting 7 billion overflow today. Not surprised, man. It's fucking insane. It's insane. Also, hello, Fetcher. How are you doing? How is the Fiesta gaming with these insane rates? The best rates I've ever seen. I need to refuel my shit. Ah, that's the wrong thing. Fuck. I'm losing out precious seconds in my wonderful Fiesta. Yeah, I'm fucking gaming today, boys. I don't have a lot of money though. My coinage is fucked because I did a little gambling, as what people say. It's not really. I don't know if I consider Vanguard's gambling or not, because you kind of. I guess it is a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if they're necessarily gambling. You've gone from 3 bill to 3.5 bill in 2 days. I'm not surprised, man. The XP rates are fucking ridiculous. I really should be mining outside of Fiestas as well, but okay, I pressed the wrong button there. Fuck. I fat fingered on my command button. Command button? And my teleport back to thingy button. There we go. Vanguards are most definitely gambling, but are they though? Are they though? It's only gambling if it's like, you know, you're guaranteed losing, but then there's the possibility of winning big. If it's just like you're guaranteed winning, then is it really gambling? If the odds are in your favor, is it gambling? Are the casinos gambling by having their business running? Or are they just running a business? These are the thoughts that we're going to have in this fiesta while I'm fully locked in. My guild posts their gains and losses every time they lose. They usually lose at least 10 mil. But then, you know, it's more that, like, okay, maybe not the, I was about to say the pendant is guaranteed. It's not really guaranteed, but it does happen. It does happen. It's not so rare that you'll go bankrupt. I mean, you don't go bankrupt in this game. That's not how that works. I'm thinking it's just, you know, you just have to factor in that into your profit equation. And then if it is loss over time, then I guess it is gambling. Or maybe you're just paying for the, you're just paying, no, that is gambling. I was about to say you're just paying for like the excitement of getting the pendant, but no, that is just gambling at that point. 1 in a million? Damn. Ah, my leg. Fuck. Ah, my leg. It's numb. It's not. It's just awkward position. But yeah, 500 million XP in 2 days. That's insane. Actually insane. If I locked in for the fiesta I did before this, if I got 100 mil in both fiestas today, I could be getting quarter bill XP a day. I could be doing fetcher numbers. Vangs are overall break even. That's what I like to hear. I'm going to do them anyway, even if they are costing me a little bit of money. I say that without a key on me. I actually can't do them at the moment. What do I sell? I need to sell something for that. Probably not the best time to sell my glossies. Where are they in here? 1.3. I'm assuming that's down quite a bit from where they were. Maybe it isn't, but they were at 2 mil at one point, but maybe 1.3 is a normal price for them. I haven't seen their price in ages. In months even. Yeah, mine shafts I think are still worth, even if they have the chance of kicking me from the game. Is it worth if they kick me from the game? Sometimes. Yes. Of course they are. So, unfortunately, this mineshaft, I don't have many mineshaft comms. But then, yeah, that's the thing. I can get mineshaft comms from. Yeah, okay. I didn't get another corpse one, so there you go. And I got kicked. Bad RNG. Bad RNG. It's probably not RNG, but somewhat feels like it at the moment. If I get to 20.7, then that will be like officially 100 million XP this fiesta. Officially. It's not an internet thing. It's just old mods probably. That or Linux is an issue. That or it's something else entirely. Maybe hypixel just hates me now. They don't want me to be going between servers a lot. Or I guess specifically going from the mine shaft to the Dwarven Mines or Glaciite Tunnels. Glaciite. Because that's the only place that it actually happens. is going from the glaciate tunnels to here. So maybe I don't know. There's something with that. But I think it's a mod issue. I would have fixed it, but I want to do the Fiesta, man. And then once the Fiesta's done, I want to kind of still be mining because Aura. First of all, actually, I haven't even said anything on the new mayor. That whole thing has, you know, been going on while I've not been streaming. So I haven't even gotten to say that we have a communist mayor. That's crazy. Skyblock communism. We have literal communism in Skyblock right now. I've been getting paid for doing nothing. And now I'm doing something. So technically it's just socialism. This mayor got me to stop grinding for 1 billion gold. Why? Is that because of the lobby hopping and then you have to pay money for that? I don't think it's too much money. I don't know if I'm paying a lot of money from going from from mine shafts to here again. If it is, I don't know. Huge win for the unemployed. Massive. Well, unemployed in game or in real life? Do we technically have unemployed in game? If we have someone who doesn't have a money-making method, are they technically unemployed? Can we say that? Do we have unemployed Skyblock gamers? Yes, but like in-game. Now just because the XP rates are that insane. Ah, yeah, it's just pulling you away. Almost forcing you to do XP. Not even almost for me, it's just fully forcing me to do XP. Never thought I'd see XP rates like this. Now, other things I want to say, I will probably repeat to myself. But I did say in guild chat, 164k XP per commission, right? That used to take an hour in the Cobble Gen from when I originally started. Hold on a minute, let me ban that bot in Twitch chat. 164,000 mining XP is what it took, or is what, you know, that was the hourly rate of the Cobble Gen back in the day. And now I'm getting it per commission. That is ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. And 164k is on the upper end of Cobble Gen. I think for the, well, not for the majority. For a long period of time, it was like 100k flat. Maybe 130, which is what I will be getting after this Fiesta ends. If we still have Cole's first perk, because Cole's first perk, 60 Wisdom. With that, so basically without the Fiesta at the moment, it would be 130k. With the Fiesta, it's 160k per com. And it's actually just insane. It's insane. It's fucking ridiculous. Even when it goes down to 130,000 XP per commission, it's fucking ridiculous, man. Let's see, do I get... I do get kicked. It's so often, chat. It's so often, but then sometimes it just doesn't happen. I haven't even really mind doing... I haven't really done comms with the new mineshaft thing as well, because they buffed mineshaft rates at one point, I think. And I didn't really do comms with it, so I'm assuming that I'm getting mineshafts faster than I used to. "15 minutes. Baselight Tunnels commissions are also like the most buffed thing by Fiesta. Yes. Absolutely. I mean, in so many ways. XP, obviously with all the wisdom and stuff, but then doubling the drops, meaning that you can complete your commissions basically instantly. Like, comms would be at this point when your comms get done so quickly. The bottleneck you really have is comm slots in a way. Like if you didn't have to go in and claim the comm, I mean, if it auto completed the comm for you, that would be obviously broken. But then, you know, you got other ways of doing it as well. Like you can make it so that the royal pigeon doesn't have a cooldown. By the way, actually, that's something I wanted to ask the people who are maybe a little bit more into the recent things of Skyblock. Because I did see a crow pet that is probably on alpha at the moment because I haven't seen it in any use item list thing. The crow pet has a perk that reduces cooldowns. May that affect pickaxe ability cooldowns or the royal pigeon? Is it a mining pet? Any knowers in chat? Anyone know? Anyone do some research on my behalf? Perhaps? Or some killing with no com. It's a bit of a waste. Okay, I can do the 2 corpses here. But where? There we go. That's titanium, tungsten, wrong one. Fuck, where is it, man? Where is it? Where is it? I need my lapis lapis corpse, please. Where are you? Oh, it doesn't exist, fuck. Where is it? Ah, shit. Do I really want to waste time looking for it? I'm already wasting time looking for it. I've sunk the cost, chat. I've sunk so much cost. Where is it? When do I give up? I'm giving up now. You see, it didn't kick me that time. Why? Why did it not kick me? I think the only thing that could make this even more insane is Efficient Miner working on gemstones. Efficient Miner, eh? Oh, I'm stupid. I forgot what Efficient Miner does. Yeah, if we had more gemstone spread in general, that'd be insane. What, past it twice? Ah, shit. I thought that might happen. It could have been the one that I already did, though, because there was 2 in there. But you never know. Or maybe you do. See, when you are watching, you pick up on a lot more stuff than when you're streaming. And it is kind of an annoying thing that it's the case. Because I wish I had, like, just... I don't know. Because I notice it when I'm watching other people stream, and I'm just, like, noticing so many things that they're missing and stuff. And it's just like, God damn it, man, why can't I just have that, but while I'm streaming? That would be so nice. That would be peak. I could have just the amazing, I don't know, noticing stuff. It'd be mainly good for this type of, well, I mean, it's more when you're looking for something, I guess. Aquamarine. 10 minutes. Wait, am I seeing that right? Yeah, there's 10 minutes of Fiesta left. I honestly think I'm getting like a million XP an hour. Sorry, a minute. Not an hour. A million XP a minute. Probably at times, but I don't know. It does feel close, I think. I think the average probably isn't there. Maybe it's close, but a million XP a minute doesn't sound too far off from what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know. Because it would have to be an average. At some points I do obviously do more than a million XP a minute. But then right now, I don't think I am. I don't think I'm doing a million XP a minute. When you're just doing like single comms and you don't have multiple comms that you can do at once and can claim at once and all that. I'm just too in the habit of going through that way. I swear this way is faster as well. But it is crazy, like, I was on 10 point, oh sorry, 10 point. I'm thinking too far in the past. I'm on 20 point now. 20 billion overflow. But I was on like 20.4 billion overflow um, not too long ago. Like maybe 2 or 3 days ago. So the XP rates are kind of insane. Right, I kind of don't want a vanguard here. That's good. I wanted a scrap out of that. There's one Lapis Corpse, which is convenient. If I get a kill, then that's annoying. But I don't have a kill mobs commission. Well, there you go. I'm at 20 billion 700 mil. I've officially gained 100 mil XP this fiesta. It's actually insane. Insane levels of XP. Nice. My ult is still on my island. Nice to know. Now, after the fiesta, there's some stuff that would probably be good to yap about. Could just talk about, like, the mayor and, I don't know, other stuff. Like the garden thing. What was that, the greenhouse? Interesting stuff. The greenhouse looks like a good idea. Or it looks good for me, considering I can just do a little bit on the greenhouse and then fuck off. And then, you know, it's a bit more like the coin factory, if you will, the chocolate factory. I can do a little bit and then leave. And it's not as much of a time investment, which is nice. See, if Skyblock had a little bit more of those kind of things, then that would be really convenient for my ability to play. That'd be really nice. That'd be peak. Kicked? No, let's go. 3 minutes, okay. 3 minutes of the fiesta left. I'm gonna sweat as much as I can for the last 3 minutes, I think. He hit 7 bill overflow. Nice. Huge. Huge news. Where did you start in overflow? Before aura? Were you at like 6 point something? Or did you start at 5? Maybe you have gained 1 billion XP in just this mare. I need this mare gone so I can stop playing skyblock. that is my review of this mare. Not only is she instituting communism, this mare is also one thing, fucking aura made my minions slower. That was bullshit. That got knocked off. What else? What else happened? Around 6.7 billion before aura started. I see. A very XP focused. Well, I mean, I guess it's more so that like it's combined with the 30% happening this season, or for however long they're going to do that extra 30% XP for. I feel like it'll be until the end of the year. That makes sense, and it's also what like they implied and what Duralius said in one of his videos. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good combination, I guess. Get 80% XP. Or if it's multiplicative, I guess we don't know, but you could calculate it, I guess, but it is what it is. I need to like I was about to say I need to texture one of these blocks because one of them you can never mind. I was about to say one of them it's that one. One of them that you can shift teleport onto. And also you can't like retexture specific blocks. You can't do that. in texture packs. You can't retexture that specific snow block. That's not how it works. You can do it in mods and stuff, but it's not needed. If it was a texture pack, maybe. But also, I could just learn that it's that it's that block in particular. Also, I just realized I need to use it because Peridot. There'll be times where I'm mining and then I'll pick Obelus and then I don't notice someone's there, and then the person just gets like their shit mined out, and it feels bad, man. And then, you know, the person obviously assumes that I've done it maliciously. And then, I mean, that's if they notice that I did it or not. Most of the time they don't notice, and I'm just like, ah, shit, run away quick. Run away! Get me out of there. Get me out of there, man. Crystal Hollow's Mithril just feels like how it used to be now. I guess so. I mean, with the amount of XP that the game is giving, it is insane. But the fact that it's no longer 2x XP on CH Mithril, I think that sort of kills that. It kills the good thing about that method, I think. It's probably still the best place to get Mithril Collection. Or maybe light blue Mithril's better for that still. I don't know. I need one more kill. Actually, I don't. I can just... There we go. 3 comms done at once. Huge. When did the Fiesta end? How long ago was it? Ah, it was right then. I see, I see. Well, the Fiesta is done. The major sweat part of the stream is over. That being said, even though the Fiesta is done, let me just do one comm here. Even though the Fiesta is done, each commission still gives 131,000 mining XP. That's insane. Sure, the commissions take a little bit longer now that you don't have double drops. And you don't have that extra 30k per comm. 30k XP, I mean. It's still insane. It's still ridiculous. It's still absolutely insane. Now, one other thing. Obviously, during Aura, we have Work Smarter. The derpy style, you know, 50% skill XP, claim your minions type beat. And we have the 30% background XP. So 80% or... Hold on. I'm not doing the maths, fuck that. 80% or whatever it is, if it's multiplicative, it's a great time to collect your minions, basically. Especially ice minions, if you're doing the XP thing. Now, spooky 3 PM tomorrow, for me at least. I don't know what time it will be for other people. Yeah, that's the time to collect it. That's the time to collect those minions during spooky. Okay, the other thing is, with elections, the way that the elections have been going is every single one seems to take off a perk from Aura. So other than the fact that, you know, spooky is a good time to collect minions anyway, and that starts in 17 hours as opposed to a day and a bit. So obviously spooky starts before then. But this next election, you can vote for specific people Interesting. Uh, Vote for me if you want. Can I vote for my? I think I can vote for myself, but I don't want. I'm not going to vote for anyone in particular. If you want to vote for me, then that'd be cool. Hold on a minute. ZJ2. 30 again. No way. Um, yeah. ZJ2 is like a mining YouTuber, I think, so that would be interesting. But what was I on about? Every minister election they seem to get rid of one of Aura's perks, so um can I go back to the community center? Am I banned from the community center? No way. Hold. What am I after? Yeah, so it seems like they get rid of one of Aura's perks every election. So what might happen is this may go. That may go in the next election. But if it doesn't go, then at least we have until the next election when it could go. So hopefully that doesn't go, but it could. The other things that could go if that doesn't go is uh, a bad perk and two perks that I don't know, I don't really care about. Um, yeah, interesting. Interesting times, chap. Interesting times indeed. I hard grinded CHM during Derpy 3 years ago for 250 yeah, 250 mil XP, and I just made that in 5 hours. Yeah, yeah, that's insane. That is actually insane. 50 million XP an hour. Holy. It does feel like 60 mil XP an hour at times, I can't lie. Of course you're online. If there's any time for me to be online, Des, it is the time when each commission is worth 160k XP. Although it's not 160k anymore, it's 130k. It's sad. I've lost XP on my comps. You know, once you get to that new peak of 164k, it's going to be real sad going down to like its original XP rate. I'm gonna look at 60k XP comms and be like, how the mighty have fallen. How these comms used to be great. Someone who maxed Hub TI, I strongly suggest you stay away from it as long as possible. I do forget about this aspect of skyblock a lot. New rabbit, let's go. Let's get you for mayor, give us 999 KXP per com. Okay, my mayor perks, even though I wouldn't be mayor, I'd be minister. If you elected me minister, what would I give you? See, the thing is though, like if I was like one of the shit ministers, like you know, if I was like one of the fucking seventh, well, let me go to the thing. If I'm one of the base tier ministers, I can only give you like fucking mayor perks, basically. I can't really give you anything good. But if I had a custom mayor, it's minister, not fucking mayor. If I had a custom minister thing, what would I do? See, if I was cool enough to have my own custom item in the game, that would be really cool. Like some small thing that you could add to the divans drill that makes it a Makash drill. That would be pretty sick. What is even the point for the chocolate factory again? I guess it's easy content. It's really the coin factory at the end of the day. You get a little bit of coins out of it if you're early game, I guess. You can sell your coin factory's produce on the auction house for a couple 100K. Thanks for the entertainment, my engineering all-nighter. No problem, Syntax Man. Did you enjoy today's fiestas? Now you fixed Pioneer Pick. Of course! Of course! I fixed Pioneer Pick. That is peak. That is peak. If Pioneer returns to greatness and becomes, 11 wisdom. Yeah, 11 wisdom. That would be peak. Or maybe I could have my own Pioneer pickaxe. Maybe I could have, like, the Makash pick. And it's like, I don't know. It gives you 50 mining wisdom when held, but it's a wooden pickaxe, so you can't really mine with it. Imagine the comm swaps with that, chat. Imagine. Royal Pigeon to 50 mining wisdom. Holy. Yeah, 50 is a bit much, though, I think. Make your own pet like 30 virus. Bring Crystal Hollow's MFM back. Trust. Ooh. Bring back OG. Whatchamacallit? OG Bal. That would be peak. Bringing back MFM would be fucking sick. See, I don't think MFM is that broken as a. If anything, it's not even like the best XP method, or it wouldn't be the best XP method. The fact that it's not double XP on Mithril, and yeah, I just think it'd be. I think it'd just be an okay method. Maybe it'd be best for Mithril, but it was a good. Whatchamacallit? It was a good. It was a good method. It was fun. Maybe there could be like an item that gives you extra mining speed against Mithril in the Crystal Hollows or something. I would vote for you any day, Gangalang. Hell yeah. It'd be cool if I could see how many votes I had. Like if it said, because I remember when the original version of this with Technoblade versus Dante, you could see how many votes you got, and I think I had like 4 votes from people in chat, and it was sick. I had 4 votes, and then I think I had like armor that said, "Oh, you have 4 votes," which I think is interesting because it makes me think that they thought that people would be getting votes, like your average player would be getting votes, which doesn't make sense, really. Of course, not many people are going to be voting for random players. They're all just going to, head to the one person. I wonder what Dragoon is going to give us as minister. Are you still #1 mining XP? Yes. Yes, I am. Although I might not be second in taming anymore at some point. Floating sand might pass me in taming. Maybe not, though. We'll see. If floating did this, if floating did comms during fiestas, etc., etc., the thing that I was doing this stream, if he did that, then he'd probably pass. Pass me in taming XP. Though I guess he doesn't need it. He'll just do what he's been doing and pass me eventually. How much would my account go for? No idea. Whatever someone is willing to pay for it. And then I get to reject them because I wouldn't sell this account. This is my Minecraft account with my banger username of Makash. And then, I don't know, there's other things with a Minecraft account and stuff. What was I on about? Do I go back to mining? Or was there other things I wanted to do? So next Fiesta is tomorrow. And there's two other Fiestas after that. 12th and the 13th, 5 p.m. and then probably not happening 5 in the morning. Yike. You don't want Aura to go. I do. I do want Aura to go. Aura has to go. We can't just have communism. It's not allowed. Illegal. Also, Aura is quite literally a dictator right now. We can only vote for ministers. We can't vote to replace the mayor. We can't just have a dictator. Unless, you know, our dictator is our Lord and Savior Cole. Our Lord and Savior Cole would fucking go off, man. If we had permanent fiestas, or like, if we had fiestas like, what would it be? If we had fiestas like we had spookies, holy, that would be sick. It would sort of diminish the the excitement of fiestas, I guess, if they happened every week, or you know, every 5-ish days that spookies happen. You decided to collect minions early because you're not hitting the spooky. I mean, if it's not a good time, then that's fair. For me, it's 3 p.m. is a pretty good time. There's no way I'm going to be asleep at 3 p.m. And if I am, then I deserve to lose the extra XP. Aura is evil, but she benefits me, so I don't care. 99% of politics. It's facts. It's actually facts. I mean, the thing is, though, Aura has given me a lot. I can't lie. She may be a dictator, but she has given me fucking boatloads of XP. Problem is, I don't want the. I'm kind of like not playing skyblock, so this is meaning I have to play. Aura is actually trying to get me to play the game. This is not on chat. I can't be playing the game. Can't actually be playing hypixel skyblock. What is this? By the way, I'm so close to Enderman 6, finally Atom Split. Nice. It is, I forget what, but I don't know, it's probably when you get like the Enderman Sword, or there's some point in Enderman Slayer, or in basically all Slayers where you hit a point where it's just so much better to do the Slayer. Like, you go past a certain tipping point, and then the Slayer just becomes really nice to do, and then it's an easy breeze to that level 9. So, yeah. Play the game. Go hit 50 billion XP. If what we have right now was more common, I probably would be able to get 50 billion XP. I mean, if I'm getting 100 mil a Fiesta, then, the level of XP would be insane. Don't know if you remember, but a while back I jokingly made Makash Mayor perks. I don't remember a lot of that. I remember, it does sound familiar that it happened, but I definitely don't remember what the perks were. Prison of Bereft. Of the Bereft. I could go in prison, but, I'm not political right now. So I'm not going to take a side on whether Aura is good or bad. No, I'm joking. Aura is bad. We hate Aura, don't we, chap? Except when she gives me lots of mining XP. That's pretty based. Ooh, new slot. You'll see if you can find it. Okie doke. Go max an aspect of the Jerry? No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. An aspect of the Jerry is not what I'm after. What does the new mayor do? What does she not do? She gives you money, but also takes money. So that's bullshit. I mean, sure, maybe she has given me 80, not 80, fucking 8.4 million coins as opposed to taking 4,000. Um, but she increased taxes, and no one likes that. Taxes and costs being vastly increased, horrible. Deplorable, really. And then work better, sort of increasing rare drops and magic find, and it's like RNG meter is double uh thingy, whatever it is. You get double RNG meter basically. Um, sure, that does mean you get more drops, but that means those drops are now worth a lot less. So is it really good? I tell you what it is good though. What you should do is you should buy those RNG drops, obviously, because they're cheaper. And it's probably what I should do. I forget which are. Hold on. Which drops are these? So if RNG meter is doubled, is there anything in the Slayer area that I need? Probably not, right? Anything Inferno Demon Lord related? Probably not. I don't think I need anything here. I don't think I need anything Slayer-wise, right? OMG mining of the XP. Hi, Makash. Hello, PogChamp. Have you been fiesta-ing? Chat in general, have you been fiesta-ing? If you have not been fiesta-ing, what have you been doing during this insane time of XP? You threw by misclicking on the skyblock icon, now get 2 times less ice this derpy. Rip. Does she boost my ice minions? She boosts ice minions like Derpy boosts ice minions, except not in the doubling uh, minion output. She doesn't do that, but she does give you that 50% XP. And then there's also the 30% XP as well, so it's a great time to claim minions for XP. You did Glaciate Comms last Fiesta, 42 mil XP an hour. It is ridiculous. It's such a fucking insane amount of XP. I think I got 100 mil XP in this most recent Fiesta. You would be mining, but you don't like mining, so you just Slayer instead. I mean, Slayer's not a bad thing to do during this meta. You got that double RNG meter and shit and stuff. Wonder if Dragoon is going to become Technoblade 2 this event. Probably not, since the other ministers have not become Technoblade 2. I mean, maybe, I don't know. We'll see which minister does become Technoblade 2, if any. Maybe Aura, maybe like, they take away Aura's perks one by one, and then when, this is, I think, what Doralia said, but like, they take Aura's perks one by one, and then when she has no perks, she just rage quits maybe. She's just like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Excuse me, please. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. I'ma head out. Or maybe she doesn't leave quietly. Maybe she fucking, I don't know, gets an army and we have to, we have like a Dante event. Except it's an aura event, and then then we kill aura. Do you see the recent RAM shortage? I did. Uh, what was it like? 40% of memory is going to be going to like AI data centers. Fuck AI, man. Although, if AI data center rollout does crash and burn, and then, capex into AI data centers falls off a cliff, then maybe there'll be a crash in the price of computer bits, and then it becomes like really nice to build a computer. That'd be sick. Doubt that happens though. But also RAM being more expensive than usual. It's not a great time if you want to, buy RAM to make a computer, and we don't know how long it will last for. But also, I'm gonna mind while talking about this because I might as well. As what this fucking stream is supposed to be anyway. I probably won't be playing Smash today though, Mr. Legend. Sorry about that. But yeah, for me personally, I'm not buying anything computer related other than I did buy an SSD recently. Luckily, also before the price rises for that. I bought RAM like a couple months ago as well, so when it was like quite cheap as well, so like I've nailed the timing on buying RAM, not intentionally obviously, not like I knew that RAM was going to go up, so I've done well there. I've got my 32 gigs of DDR4, and because of what I did, I had like 4 sticks of 8, and then because my motherboard's a bit fucky, I needed to go to 2 sticks of 16. And because of that, I have 4 sticks of 8 GB of DDR4. So I can just sell that for the inflated price. Which in theory, with competition and all, maybe reduces RAM prices slightly. It doesn't, because it's one person selling, but it contributes to it, I guess. It's more good for me, I guess, if I mean, I'd say that it's more like my dad has the RAM. So I told him to sell it. Whether he does sell it or not, that's up to him. It's a good time to sell, so he should, but I'm not the one selling it. The only good thing about the RAM shortage is that maybe developers will optimize their stuff more, maybe. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Unfortunately, I don't think that will be the effect of the RAM shortage. Aurora is secretly gathering funds to open a gate for the persecutors to invade skyblock. Sorry, precursors. There you go. True. I guess. I don't know. I'm sure there's lore around it. What else do I have to hope for? For optimization, you have to complain to the developers about that. Arrowhead, or whoever makes Helldivers 2, eventually got enough complaints to actually start optimizing their game. And they actually did, a little bit. I mean, there's optimizations in multiple different aspects of games, There is the frames per second kind of optimization. You want more FPS. In Minecraft case, um, you got your ticks per second as well. The tick rate for things actually happening, which I think personally is more important than FPS in Minecraft. Minecraft's never really been particularly difficult to get high FPS in. But ticks per second, MSPT, actual the important stuff in Minecraft. That is stuff that really needs to be optimized, and I think gets overlooked in that personally. But running it back to the Helldivers example, enough people complained, and they actually did a blog post and said they were going to, actually do something about it. And one of the optimizations that you can do is this actual size of the game, the space that it takes up on your hard drive, SSD, your drive. I forget the exact word for just the generic term for that. It is probably drive, but whatever it is. It's going from like 100 and something gigs, 150 plus gigabytes to 23-ish gigabytes. And that makes me very happy because now I'm going to have like 100 gigs of free space. And that makes me happy inside. There'll be lots more free space on my system. How wonderful. But yeah, there's multiple things that you can optimize for. RAM usage is one of them. The Battle Cats. That does remind me of a mobile game that I used to play, where like you had cats in like mech car things, and they would battle each other. I'm actually curious if that's the game that you're talking about. No. Different game. Actually, I think the game that I'm talking about is cats, but like just yeah, it's cats but with like dots in between it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Um, I did play that cats game, and that was pretty good. Okay, brother, I have missed this stream. I'm at 5 billion XP now. I'm catching up, Mackie. I mean, to be fair, if there's any time to do it, Frostbit and Die, now is the time. The XP rates are insane. Actually insane. Nowadays, people don't consider us poor 8 to 16 gig RAM with integrated graphics laptop users. Sad face. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Because, like, the lower you, or like the lower system spec that you optimize your game for, or at least it does seem like sometimes developers will just be like, oh, we'll optimize for a specific hardware configuration that's like really low. But then because of that, they won't consider the fact that they can also optimize for the high end, and then just like it runs the exact same no matter what hardware you have, which I guess is probably the better alternative to if you have really good hardware, it runs like insanely well. But then if you don't have good hardware, it's just shit. I don't know. I like the idea that you can actually fully utilize the hardware that you've bought and been and you actually use them. You're hitting #1 glaciite powder relatively soon. Really? Isn't Dungeon Hub at like 500 mil glaciite powder? Or probably even higher. I know Dungeon Hub is insane on that aspect. On that aspect. You finished organic mechanism, so I'm back to the stream. Nice. Hello there, Frostbin Dive, you're still here. You've gotten 2 billion XP since Aura's been elected. I mean, Aura has that effect, I guess. I mean, fucking the XP rates during Aura are insane. Actually insane. I gained 100 mil XP in one Fiesta. And there's how many Fiestas left? 4? So there's another 400. I could be at 21 billion XP quite soon, chat. Quite soon indeed. Also, I'm not sure. I think OT was saying GG to Frostbitten. Pathetic level 165, around level 400 mining elites in this stream, low-key. Wait, what? You mean like all the high-level mining people are like around level 400? I'm not level 400 though. I'm 368 in skyblock XP. Unless you're not talking about skyblock XP. I don't know. Not GG yet. I'm missing a bit, but since I'm switching to spice the omelette on 3rd divans drill, I'm going to get there relatively easily. I see, I see. Alright, chat, let's see if I get kicked. I just want one lapis boy. Alright, will I get kicked? I don't, let's go. 500 cigarettes, Makash, it's a hyperbole. No, it's not, it's real. It is real. It is indeed real. What am I on about? You can't forget I've done 1,100 vanguards as well. Around 410 million glaciite powder, catching up rapidly though. Huge. It's a lot of grinding, man. It's a lot of grinding. You've done well. You better not come back to mining, Makash. I want that #1 spot. I don't know, man. I like my #1 mining XP spot. It's comfy. It's a nice spot. You're not even scaled at level 300 yet? It's, I don't know. I think Skyblock level is a bit, you know, it's a bit useless, really. I don't think it's used in-game at all. No, it's not entirely useless. You get, like, you get a bit more damage and shit at random points, I think. 30 virus accidentally slightly brought back ice, island, wait, hold on. Island ice mining, which is fantastic. How so? Anyways, I still really need to progress on literally anything other than combat. I need to not be a hype non. It is fair. You know, Makash, you're already pretty unk and maybe it's time for you to retire. Sit back in your chair on your island and let the youth surpass you. Be proud of what you've done and accept defeat. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Maybe the goat continues. Maybe I need to, you know, maybe I need to continue my dominance for a bit. My dominance in the mining XP leaderboards. Maybe we get to 30 bill XP and we'll see from there. Makash, don't retire, keep going, Unk. If I hear Unk, I'm not gonna keep going. Unk is not, it's not a great motivator. Frostbitten preparing the unk spam in chat. I can tell. The precursor drone pet. Eh? Oh yeah, I forgot that he added a pet. What's his pet again? Oh yeah, I forgot. Ah shit, this is a pet I need to get. There's actually other shit I need to get. I need coins, chat. I need coins, which is actually kind of nice because if I actually return to doing this shit, then I'll get a lot of coins in theory. Because mining generally does have that effect. You get coins. But in doing that, I can then buy fucking that new pet. I can buy the new uh, minus relic thing. Um, I've already forgotten what it's called. It's not a relic, is it? It is. I need to get the Hephaestus relic on how many different things? Oh, wait, how expensive is it? Because I know I need like a good amount of them. There's multiple things? Hephaestus Shelmet, 20 true defense, and makes the... Okay. Okay. Hephaestus plushie. Souvenir. Anvil. Remedies? Oh, fucking hell. Okay, the relic is 200 mil. That's not particularly too bad. That's not too bad. I need it on... Hold on. I need it on those three pets. Okay, so I need 4. 800 mil. 800 mil is not too bad. That's fine. You sponsored a lot of OT's racing helmet for ice. You better get that #1 spot soon. Is he catching up on Sidron? Is he actually going to pass Sidron? Is that his goal? Is that his aim? I feel like the IRL stuff comes first, though. I'm not sure what Mr. Legend said it's free for. I'm missing context, chat. I'm becoming a not great streamer by not getting the context of my chat. But I'm also realizing when I'm speaking in other people, there's a lot of time because I've been, I've been chatting in other people's chats, and then they, they don't get the context of the chat that I said, and then now I'm realizing maybe I should just include context in all of my chats. I'm learning, chat. I'm learning that like, the other side of streaming. Which is funny because I have been streaming for a long time, but since now, you know what I mean. I've been streaming for a while. Where's the other boy? There he is. There we go. Work-life balance, Makash. I wish I fucking had that. I do wish. The first word, really. How much you at right now? I'm assuming that is ice he's talking about. We need a great skyblock reset, get everyone to 0 progress again and start a new era. Resetting skyblock, I would quit. So if they did that, I wouldn't really care. I mean, I pretty much quit anyway, but I gotta get my XP up. If they're inflating XP rates, then I gotta mine a little bit more. You do not need a Hephaestus relic on your mammoth. Well, I might not need it, but it's gonna happen. And you don't mind shafts, there's 0 reason for you to buy this stuff. There may not be a good reason for it, but it'll happen. It's happening. I will buy. those things. It will happen. Rates being destroyed by the lakes being mined out in most Jerry lobbies. RIP. You're not a based Scather Armadillo armor swapper. Oh dear. The pet is unfinished and might get a revamp in the future. It's supposed to reference Rotom from Pokemon. Ah. Imagine he makes it even more mining focused. Even more. What if Skyblock had a thing where they separate server where everything was still day one Skyblock, if that makes sense? You mean like Bingo? Also, new Markiplier movie? There's a Markiplier movie? What the fuck? Is it just a movie that Markiplier's in? Or is it like a movie that he's actually like fully directed and shit? Or maybe he like stars in or something? Because I know Jacksepticeye was in a movie. He was in like a gaming movie of some sort. I feel like if they reset Skyblock, everyone leaves. Well, I would certainly leave. And I don't know, it's a very 50-50 thing, I think. Some people would like it and some people wouldn't. And I'd probably, I'm in the camp of I would, quit Skyblock fully and not have any reason to come back. But then, I don't know. There's other people that, for them, it would mean they'd want to start Skyblock, so... It's a bit weird, I think. But I don't think it'd be good for the game in general. They sort of soft do it anyway with inflation. Like, with inflation being as high as it is in every aspect, like XP, coins, there's inflation in every aspect of the game. It somewhat soft resets anyway. So, they kind of have a bit of both. You're meant to read the current chats and not read backwards through them. I'm trying to read all chats, I'll have you know. I'm trying to read all the chats. I might be behind, I get it. I'm behind on a lot of chats right now, I know. There's chats that are coming in that I haven't read yet, and I'm like, ah, shit. I'm so behind. But I will get to them, I swear. I'll speedrun them, alright? I will indeed speedrun. And now chat is going to be a lot faster, so that I cannot catch up. And that will be very sad. Oh well. Oh well. Makash has 10 viewers and still can't keep up. I mean, a lot of streamers will just ignore shit. I say that as I will probably ignore shit, but it is what it is, man, alright? They legally can't reset Skyblock. People have spent money. I don't know if that's a legal thing. I think they probably can reset Skyblock. People will be miffed, I'm sure, but I'm not sure if there's a legal thing about them not being able to reset. Because they could have something in like the TOS where it's like, oh yeah, your spent money is only for this season. Because there are servers that do reset and have paid things. I guess it's more that the players know that it's going to reset up front. Maybe that's the thing that makes it good. I don't know. I feel like if they that one, a Scarlet reset would make the game go back at least go back at like 100 players. I don't know if it would be 100 players, but I think they would lose a lot of players. Since it's technically all virtual money or something, no people are that one. I don't think that's how legality works. I don't know how to explain it. I know they I just know they legally can't, and they've stated they won't. I think it's more that they've stated they won't anyway. Makashi Rent the other one. Fully directed by Markiplier. Interesting. I don't know, maybe Hytale will peak like Skyblock and get me hooked too. I I don't know. Maybe Hytale will be good. I mean, actually, hold on. I get to complain live about Minecraft's new fucking shitty version naming system. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna yap about that. I have not streamed in so long to the point where I have shit to talk about. No way. Hold on, chat. And I'm remembering it as well. This is even better. I actually get to remember that Mojang has this new shitty version system. Well, then the people who are committed to the game quit, and people who aren't gonna play. True, true, true. It potentially could get new people in, but I think it's more that a lot of old people would leave. Still in my top 2 streamers? Hell yeah. New players happy, OG players quit. Yeah. 70% of the Skyblock community right now are like people who've been playing for 3+ years. Yeah. There's more old people than new people. But then you don't know who or how many new people there would be. But I don't think it would be that much. There's not much growth in Skyblock as a game, as far as I know in general. I think Skyblock has probably reached critical mass. Well, I don't know. It's probably more like it is what it is now. It'll stay around this level for a while, I think. And that is based off of it being like that for quite a while now. Just off of like current trends, I'd say. Why punish people for playing their product? True. Still in my top 2 streamers, Simon Hypixel. Oops, accidentally pressed the big red button that resets all progress. Sorry, guys. Accidental wipe all button. Oh yeah, I commented on that post you made? Hell yeah. I remember. People did comment. People noticed. I'm the only one that likes the new version naming system. You think it looks neat? I fucking hate it. It's so fucking shit. It was the one bit of cool thing. Well, not cool thing. It was one of the cool things that Minecraft still had left. I love that fucking naming system because it's fucking it makes sense and it's not cringe. I hate 26 point drop. And the other thing that it does is it cements in their shitty drop system where they drop some fucking tiny amounts of features, no more major updates because Mojang has forgotten how to develop a fucking game. They only do drops now. They only do these small content releases because they don't need to. They don't need to fucking drop any good shit anymore because I don't know, because they're cringe. They're bad. They're bad and not good. Makash has a lot of hate. I have a lot of hate for Mojang. They fumbled the bag on such a great game, and you know they're declining the great development that Minecraft has had for many years, and it makes me sad. All right, it makes me sad. You hate to see it happen, and I am displeased at Mojang's development. It's just a downwards. Minecraft's development has been on a downward trajectory since they overshot with the cave update. The cave update had a lot of potential, and then it didn't live up to the potential. You know, it got split up, and as a result, I don't think it landed as well as as it could have if it was in one update. But you know, it really does feel like that broke them. You know, that one cave update. They tried too much maybe, and then it all just went downhill. It's so sad. It's so sad. The only arguments for Minecraft's downfall is cringe and old was better. Hashtag noticing. I haven't seen a good update in a while. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They do have some small moments of hitting. Like, you've got that auto crafter, but then again, it is an auto crafter from SciCraft. They did sort of, take that from SciCraft. It's just it it doesn't show a lot of good development on their part. They just don't add a lot of interesting shit in updates anymore. Some updates could genuinely just be a fucking texture pack. It's just, I'm not pleased with their development, you know? You dislike their optimization. That is true. Minecraft could have some really cool shit with optimization. Imagine Distant Horizons in vanilla. It doesn't really fit vanilla, to be fair. But it would be cool if it was in vanilla. A bit like immersive portals. It's one of those things where I think if they added that to vanilla, I'd be happy. But it's also a thing where it's like, it doesn't feel very vanilla. But then I'm sure there's been stuff that they've added that doesn't feel vanilla anyway. So I'm not sure if feeling vanilla is a good barrier for this being in the game versus not being in the game anymore. I mean, I don't know. I can. It still is a thing though. Like they're not gonna add guns or they're not gonna add like fucking ridiculous mods. They're not gonna make Minecraft into an eldritch horror game or anything. But is what it is. But yeah, no, the version naming system is just really sad because mainly because of that thing of committing to the drop system, but also I wanted to see 1.22, and it's also the versioning system that I will have for my game that I'm going to. I don't know whether it'll actually publicly release, but the game that I'm working on, it uses that version system that I don't know. I'm very fond of that versioning system because I think it makes sense for the kind of game that Minecraft is, and also the game that I'm making. You got your major release, you've got your major update, and you've got your patch. Well, this is more like this is you're rewriting the whole project basically. This is a major update, a patch, and then what I will do is another one, which is like internal development build versionings. But the player wouldn't see that one. That would just be internal for me. But I don't know. I like that one. I think fucking goddamn it, man. That's the thing with my new mouse, by the way. And actually, this is the first stream with my new mouse. Pretty cool. But if the new mouse I've got is the MX Master 2S, I think it is. If you scroll with enough force, it will be a free wheel, if you get what I mean. Like it'll just oh, that's my mouse. Okay, my mouse is back. Yeah, if you scroll with enough force, it will just keep going. And yeah, I don't know. It's a thing that happens. What was I on about? Need to keep up with chat. You never really liked old Minecraft at all. I think it's going in a neat direction. Do I feel like it's a different direction than the old one OG people expect? I definitely think that Minecraft is going in a new direction, I think. But I don't like the direction it's going. If it's I don't know if the direction's fully set out. Like, going to be this shitty drop system forever, or are they going to change it? Because I don't think it's like fully set in stone that Minecraft is going to have shit development going on forever. You know, there's always an opportunity for it to come back. You know, changed once, it can change again. If this game is going to be a 99-year game like Mojang or Microsoft or whoever in that development wants it to be, then I think its development will change a lot of times over the years. But there you go. Let's see. I don't know. Minecraft's development over time is interesting though, because I think up until one point, fuck, what is it? I don't know. I feel like updates were pretty much the same until they've done this drop system. It's just like the updates after, or like, yeah, actually during and post cave update. Like cave update would have been a good update if it wasn't fragmented and didn't kind of fall over a bit. If that was just all combined into one and they didn't have a little bit of a development fuck up, then I think it would have been a really good update. They were a bit overambitious with it, I think, and they noticed that they realized that and were like, ah shit, we kind of fucked up there. But I think the cave update, had it been all in one, I think that would have been good. I think it's more just the drop system and the smaller updates that I didn't like. And one of those ones that I think is really interesting is people bring up 1.10 as an example of, like, I think people compare 1.10 to 1.20. There was an update that was really small and took ages to make as well. And it's more, that is the sign of Minecraft's development that I don't like, is that they're really just slow. And it doesn't have a lot of features in it, you know? The amount of features per time is a lot less than it used to be. For not many good reasons. That they say, at least. If they say, like, oh, we're putting more quality into it, I haven't really seen that. Quality, I don't see an increase in quality at all. Like, they'll yap about, oh, we put a lot of thought into what we're adding. Whereas, like, I don't know, you fucking went on a field trip to learn about bees and you put bees in the game. It seems that at least, like that at least sometimes. But that being said, bees were a good feature, banger feature. It's actually a good point to bring up as well, because bees as a feature, they, you know, they're interesting with their hives. You know, they have like a farmable drop. The farms that you can make from them are interesting. They're good casually. They make honey blocks, and honey blocks are just fucking revolutionary for Minecraft in general. But then you've got like polar bears. You know, they just added an ambient mob that at least it seems like it takes them the same amount of time to make those two things. And, you know, feature to time wise, one's obviously a lot better than the other. And a lot of times when they add in just like, oh yeah, we've added in a new type of tree. A lot of the times it doesn't feel particularly, you know, feature to time wise, doesn't feel great. Anyways, I need to read chat because I'm so fucking far behind. Really dislike the optimization. We can agree on that one. Modern Minecraft when you don't have 9,283 mods to optimize their shitty game. Oh, that's funny. The thing I hate from Mojang is ruining Java by trying to change it into Bedrock copper bulb tick change. I don't think they do it that much because, you know, that's kind of it's not the only example, but it's one of those things where I don't understand why they can't realize that was a bad decision and that they're not returning back on it. Because they did it with the honey block. They had a change, or they had it where honey blocks would stick to slime blocks, and then the community was like, hey, it would be so much better gameplay wise if they slid beside each other. You know, all these cool, we could do all these cool things with it. And then Mojang was like, oh shit, yeah, that's cool. We'll do that. So they can listen to the community and add something cool and all that. But they didn't do it with the copper bulb for the oddest reasons. And, you know, they can still go back on it. They could. It gets less likely as time goes on, obviously, but it's one of those things where why didn't they do that? It would just have been so much better if they just, you know, reverted the parity change and made copper bulbs shitter type of thing. But there you go. I think most of the recent updates haven't felt vanilla. I don't know about the most recent updates. I haven't really been paying too much attention to them. But I feel like it's one of those things where if I was actually like noticing, like if I was playing vanilla and fully waiting for the next update, like I probably was back when some of the good updates came out. Like, do you guys remember the development of the Ocean update, by the way? The 1.13 update. That was fucking sick. Every snapshot, they were adding in as much as they do in their drops. Like, every well, not every snapshot, but a lot of snapshots, they will, during 1.13's development, it genuinely was like having a drop, like a full-on today's level drop. Um, every snapshot. It was fucking brilliant. They just don't develop like that anymore, man. It's so sad. I feel like a bunch of the X feature doesn't even do anything, doesn't get the point that it's kind of to build a better and wider atmosphere rather than adding functionality to everything. True, but if you're not adding functionality to it, it makes it development-wise a lot easier. If you're just adding in something to add atmosphere, it doesn't take a lot of time, and therefore you can add in other things that have more functionality, more features, more like, you know, if if you're adding in something easy, it shouldn't take time, and therefore the update should have more things in it. And that's the main thing I'm getting at with a lot of the things that I'm seeing from recent developments is just like it doesn't seem like that took you a lot of time to do. And it's been ages since the last update. Or like the mindset I would be having is like, oh, it's been ages since the last update and you've added a thing which is basically a texture pack. That's what I felt like with the I don't know, some of the times when they've just added in like a new tree type. Because they've done that a decent amount of times recently. I think they've added in like 3 trees recently where that's been like almost one of the main features that people be on about. When you're like reviewing an update, like IBX Toycat does sometimes, you'll see in a list of features of an update. And then with one of them just being like, ah, yes, we've added a new tree type. It's like, yeah, that's great, but I don't think that takes a lot of time to do. And this update took how long? You know, it just. I do agree that Mojang takes a lot of time with their updates sometimes, but that is mostly the fault of them being such a mess of a company development-wise. True, but they have the facilities to change that. They do have the facilities. And inherently they are going to be a lot slower than they used to be because of a whole bunch of different reasons. Like parity with Bedrock is one of them. Making features work on mobile, and there's a lot of things they need to, a lot more things they need to do than they used to. But it's one of those things where they had like it's not that long ago. 1.13 Minecraft Mobile existed. Minecraft Mobile, or you know, mobile on I can't fuck it. What am I trying to say? Minecraft on mobile has been there for ages. You can't. Some excuses don't really work, especially like, especially when sometimes they'll make excuses that don't always hold up. Like, oh yeah, we won't add in a new ore because we don't want it to have, we don't want people to complain that it won't have any uses. Then they add in copper ore and it doesn't have any uses. It just undermines their trust in what they say. At least like, at least for the example of that, if they said like, oh, we we are actually just going to do that now. We've changed our philosophy on that idea, and we will add something even if it doesn't have uses in the future. Because they did say at one point, literally, we won't add in new ores if they won't be useful. And you get what I mean? Like, if you say that, then you got to stick to it. Otherwise, you got to say like, okay, we're not doing that anymore. We're not following that thing that we said. Okay, let me. I really have to speedrun because I'm so far behind. I've drawn myself as the chill and cool Chad and you as the dumb soy Jack. I have a meme of that, and that is a good meme. I haven't got to use that meme. I haven't got to use that meme in ever actually. I saved that meme thinking I was going to use it at one point, and I've never used it. Bedrock sucks. We can all agree Bedrock is not great. I don't know many synonyms for cool. True. Your game, how you got a game? It is. I am making a game. It's okay. Our differences make us stronger. That is true, but I think it's good to understand other people's perspectives, which is the good thing about differences as well. You know, our differences are, you know, can arise from different perspectives on things. As I think for someone that has come into the game later on in its development, you can lose the perspective of how good it was in the past in terms of, you know, like I think even from 1.8, which is sort of around the time that I started playing Java, it's probably around 1.7 actually, and then because I played like the console edition around the time that on console it was around equivalent Java 1.3, and then I think I got Java at around like 1.7.10 or 1.8. Um, but like back then and since then, the update or the features in updates and how long they took to come out compared to now, it's just different. It's just different. That that can summarize my point that I was making for so long in just like that's one of those things when you're chatting about this sort of thing is that you'll like condense your argument and then just like start repeating it and then you just start spiraling and looping, which is not great, it just seems rambly at a certain point. I do agree Minecraft is currently in a weird development state. God, I'm yapping too much. Sorry, Makash. It's all good. I'm yapping too much. KO update was a disaster, however, yeah, I do agree with most of your points. However, I still like the new direction they take. I like change. I mean, updates change things regardless, but I don't like the change that they have done to their development. I recommend I recommend watching About Oliver's series on MC. It really gives you a new perspective on how someone new actually experiences the game. Also, the creaking update was Peak Fight Me. Peak Fight Me? Oh, it was Peak Fight Me. I love all the new building materials they added. I thought it was I did I Redstone wise, the creaking thing actually was pretty sick because I think it added in a really good way for people to find out where the player is looking at, which is really cool. And potentially, I don't know. I saw there was some people that like fucked around with it a little bit, but then it kind of died out. So I'm not sure why that died out. Polar bears are cute, but do they even do anything? I think polar bears are probably not the best example. I think, I don't know, parrots are the best example either. I mean, polar bears are an example. It's more like pandas, I think. And it'd be shit when they add in like moo blooms, and it's just a bit like why'd you do that? Why'd you spend time doing that as opposed to literally any other feature that would be so much better? I would say I prefer, but I don't know. I think it'd be universally better than like people are asking for moo blooms. I just don't think it'd be a good feature. I do think glow squids are good though. Must say, I think glow squid is a good feature, even though it is like the kind of thing I'm talking about, like polar bears, like it's some niche. I think glow squids, they it's some I forget where you get them, but if it's a squid that has like a drop that makes shit glow, that's fine. That's fine. That's good. It's a thing unique to that thing. Like game design wise, I think that's so much better than like pandas. I think pandas are probably one of the main ones where I'm like, it's a bit you know? Actually, axolotls as well. Don't particularly like axolotls. I have to walk the dog, whatever. I'll be back in 30 minutes. See you in a bit, Des. They stole the moo bloom from me, Makash. They stole the moo bloom from you. Hmm. I see, I see. Polar bears are cute, but do they even do anything? I feel like it's a missed opportunity. There's a lot of missed opportunities, I think. Copper still, like, copper could still have some. They could do some cool stuff with copper, but to be fair, it's not bad. Like they have been adding stuff to copper. I just think there's still copper still has potential, and realistically, that shouldn't be a bad thing. Something having potential shouldn't necessarily be bad. It's more that they just have said they've had so many, or they've had so long since they've added it that by now copper should be in a better place than it is. Also, I gotta do my Duolingo. Shit. I just want to keep my streak. Hold on a minute. Do you? Fuck. Shit, man. Don't. Quickly going through my Duolingo streak because it'll in 30 minutes die if I don't. Their approach is nice, but big corpos are evil as hell, so I don't think Mojang is evil. I just think they're a bit dysfunctional. You never know, maybe they're a bit evil. Maybe they are. Bedrock is the root of all evil, by the way. Bedrock is not great. Bedrock is the shit Minecraft version. Um, I was watching a very funny British political parody show. They even got sued for it, Lamau spitting image. What did they get sued for? Being too funny? I've heard of spitting image. I don't quite like them that much though. They're not really I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like technically I think they are kind of my comedy style as well. I just not particularly into spitting image. Maybe they are my I haven't really seen that much of them anyway. They're just like uh majorly parody. They parodied Paddington as a cocaine-loving bear since he's from Peru. They're hit and miss. Yeah. Paddington um, gets deported. I don't know. Hold on a minute. Una colana carina. Wait, no, cara. There we go. I'm doing my Italian. Una colana. There we go. I've done my Duolingo for today. I'm almost caught up with chat though, although it's mainly Des Holiday replying to stuff when I was yapping. Which is a bit unfortunate because I'll be yapping, and now Des Holiday's not here, so they won't get to. I'm pretty sure she won't get to like hear my response to her stuff. I genuinely think a lot of people at Mojang have good ideas and intentions for the game, but they're too big for their own good, and it's mostly the fault of the upper staff. I don't know. I don't know if we can really say the faults of Mojang too much. Oh, I see. It's still here. I'm not sure, because I feel like we don't know enough about Mojang, maybe? Keep yapping, I just won't be able to chat. Ah, I see. We're having a smart-pilled, thought-maxed convocore here. Brain emoji. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, where was I? We can work on our differences and learn perspectives to build a better understanding of the future. Facts. And eventually work on that understanding to make something that will benefit everyone in some way or another. Very true, very true. And I think I've caught up with chat now. I almost said caught up with cat, but no, I've caught up with chat. Finally. Finally, I've caught up with chat. It has happened. Finally, someone in chat can say something, and I'll be able to respond in record time. You never know; it could be you. I might just respond to the next message I see. You never know. Lol. There you go. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've said it. It's revolutionary. You joining a cart with Cat? What? If I'm having any NPC in my co-op, it's going to be Cole. OMGB. Yeah, that's right. I'm fucking responding in real time right now. Now we're live. That's right. New series. Anyway, I think to summarize the Minecraft stuff is that I'm a disappointed parent in Mojang as a company. Then again, what companies are great and that, you know, are doing well? Because there aren't none, I don't think. Steam's pretty decent. Steam, you know, people have been glazing Steam online for a while, and I think it's somewhat deserved. They haven't had any major fuck-ups recently, as far as I know. Other than, like, you know, people like mildly complaining that Steam Machine will probably be too expensive and not worth it to buy. But then, I don't know, it's not really that big of a deal then, because you just don't buy it, I guess. You just don't buy the Steam machine, because the Steam machine will basically just be a PC running Steam OS. So if it's not a good price to performance, just get a different PC. Yeah, if you ever need to yap a lot, I'll be available. I mean, Steam? Stream is the place where I'm yapping. That's where my yapping is concentrated. But then sometimes, like during stream, I won't like it won't click, if you get what I mean. Like today's stream's been clicking. I've got the topics on my brain. They've been coming up. I've got the points I want to make on each topic. But then sometimes it just doesn't hit. Like I won't think of the topics, and then I won't. It'll just be me mining and just talk about me mining. Sometimes the topics don't appear, and it makes me sad when that happens. But you know, this stream's been good. I'm a disappointed parent, sure, Makash. Let's get you to bed. You can't keep doing that one, man. I disagree. I disagree with you being able to use that one again. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. Yeah, but so far, organic chemistry has been really easy. I don't know what my brother was on when he said it was hard. He got an A. I don't know. Have you gone through all the material? Maybe there was a bit that he thought was a lot harder and you haven't got to that bit yet. Or maybe you've done all. Maybe you're just the goat. Maybe you're just the goat at organic chemistry, and we have the next Stephen Hawking of organic chemistry in chat. Although, isn't organic chemistry basically like just drugs? That's one of the annoying things about chemistry when I was doing it for A level, is that it went a little bit too much into biology, or at least it felt like it was steering into that, you know. And I don't know. I guess chemistry, you do end up doing stuff about drugs because that is where money is, I guess, in the pharmaceutical industry. But I don't know. Chemistry, I say I was. In chemistry, I'm much more of an extraction and fire than a chemist, you know? If any of you lot know the wonderful channel that is no, Explosions and Fire? I think it's Explosions and Fire. Fuck, hold on, let me check. But I'm much more of a that channel than a biologist or a chemist. Hold on a minute. Explode. I've lost the ability to spell. It is Explosions and Fire. Banger channel, by the way. Banger channel. If Makash is the disappointed parent, I'll be the older sister that's like leaning on both sides, but a little more onto Mojang. That's not too bad then. As long as Mojang, I want Mojang to do better. That's fundamentally what it is anyway. I want Mojang to do better, but they're not doing better, so I am sad. What grades did I get? For A-level chemistry, not great. But that was my own fault. I could have done way better, but you know. That's why I'm saying you gotta like focus on it. You can't do it passively. You can't just subtly absorb the information in class like you could before GCSE. I don't know, I feel like before GCSE it's just kind of just common sense. You just get like 100% all the time off of pretty much common sense. Family Guy, but it's just chat members. Oh, speaking of Family Guy, but not about Family Guy, about South Park. Actually, I don't have much to say on South Park, but I have been watching it, and I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it's because I've been watching a different show, and that different show is overshadowing South Park. I also don't know whether I've said that I've watched this different show. There's a new mine shaft. That is also another thing. There are new mine shafts, and I am definitely not used to them yet. But they are cool. I do like them. But it annoys me because I don't know the locations of all the corpses and things, and because I don't know them, I don't have everything 100% worked out for them. So it's like, it's cool there's new mine shafts, but then it's also somewhat annoying for like rates and things. You haven't been updated much on South Park, you just remember the first Trump episode. Yeah. I mean, a lot of since like this year they have like a Trump storyline, which is interesting. Uh, I don't know if I don't know. Like it's basically the season or like this year because it's technically season 27 and season 28, but realistically I feel like it's still season 27, but because of like the episode lore, they separated out because of episode 6 and because the contents in episode 6 being about the 6-7 meme. um they separated it into two seasons, or at least that's the theory of why they did it, and they haven't necessarily said that's why they did it. But I feel like because season 27, I don't know. Is it still season 27 or is it actually season 27 and season 28? Regardless of that whole shit, that's a whole like thing. Um I forgot what I was talking about. But I don't know. They've been okay. It's weird though, because like I was really excited for the season, and I think I enjoyed the first couple episodes a lot. But then the show that I was watching, um, that came out somewhat at a similar time, was more interesting to me. I don't know if because that was more interesting, I've lost interest in the South Park one as much. I don't know. That's my copium. Also, it's been because I haven't been watching it on Paramount, and because I've been watching it on Twitter, it's kind of annoying if I miss an episode because there isn't like a it's not on Twitter. Sometimes it's on Twitter and then sometimes it's not on Twitter. But that is a use I've found for Twitter as of late, is watching South Park. It's quite convenient. Sometimes it works, sometimes I can't find it, and it's like the days where I can't find it, it's like, ah shit. I cannot see the latest South Park. But yeah, I think it's more that the other show that I was watching outshadowed it. But I also can't remember whether I've said the show that I was watching. Anyway, are you still #1 mining XP? I am indeed, yes. There's a new mine shaft, that one. Well, I'm gonna go do exam questions now. Go do exam questions. Go have fun with your questions of the exam. I just remember titrations in chemistry. I do remember that. I remember not liking titrations as well. Well. Okay, so, well, I've talked about Mojang and their development. That was something I saw recently. The change in version numbers I didn't like. There's one of those things where this would probably be the final bit about Mojang stuff, is that I haven't seen something major from them that I like. You know? There hasn't been some major thing that I've been excited about. If there's been something major, it's been they've made a bad decision. I'm like, ah, fuck. That's a thing. It's like when they went to the drop system. That being said, I do like some of the drops. Like the spear, pretty good. The the Nautilus is pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. The fact that they added in like zombie horses into the game, that's also pretty sick. It just doesn't feel like a lot, you know? Doesn't feel like they're doing much. But yeah, is there a game that I am looking forward to other than Kerbal, not Kerbal, Kitten Space Agency, the successor to Kerbal Space, or the good successor to Kerbal Space Program? You technically had Kerbal Space Program 2, but that fell over and died. That flopped and was not great. But yeah, I'm excited for KSA's development. That one's always fun. What the fuck am I seeing? Okay, I've just seen something extremely weird. I opened Steam just to see if there was anything interesting game-wise there. But I just saw something weird. Are any games that anyone in chat is, you know, any new games out that are interesting? Slay the Spire 2 will be interesting. But that's coming in like a couple months. That's kind of long to wait for. Also, Steam is trying to update stuff, which is probably not a great thing while I'm live streaming. Steam needs to chill for a sec. Well, actually, I could talk about skyblock updates. Was I going to talk about the garden? Not garden. The greenhouse. The problem is I don't have much to say on the greenhouse because I don't really know much about it. I haven't gone deep into the lore. And by lore I mean like the mechanics. Because I think the greenhouse could be quite fun actually. And it might be the way that I actually do farming just in general. Like if it does kind of turn out to be a chocolate factory style, you can do it when you want type thing, then hold on a minute. There we go. If it's like that type of thing, then it'd be quite easy. If it's a very small time investment, I basically get my farming done with it, then that'd be quite sick. I forget how much these go for on ICBA to look. You can buy that and profit if you want, if you're watching. You can profit off of my 100k chocolate dye. I think they go for 200k. In before, that's actually more expensive than what they are worth. In before. Someone bought it. Well then, uh, okay. I'm sure there's like stuff in general because like the RAM thing is interesting as like a global thing, but you know, I've said my stuff on that, and also about AI related stuff related to that as well. Uh, if I go on BBC News, what is the news saying? US could ask UK tourists for 5-year social media history before entry. Ah, fuck, man. Damn. It's like that's one of those things where it's like, ah, shit. I kind of I didn't really want to go to the US before, and now I'm like, ah, fuck. I don't really want to have to deal with that. Tis unfortunate that one. What was the other one? Oh yeah, the social media ban for the Australians. I saw that one. Under 16 in Australia have got their social medias banned. Unlucky. At least my government only does the age verification annoyance. No, Discord, I will not tell you, or I'll not give you my government ID. And you know what? I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't, because it got, some people got their shit leaked, I think. They got their government IDs leaked. I don't care what the government says, I'm not giving my driving license to Discord. It doesn't fit the meme properly. I don't care what the IRS says. I actually I don't know the meme properly. The thing I'm referencing, I don't even know what that is. I'm not even 100% certain on my own reference. Also, I don't have the, whatchamacallit? I don't have the 60 wisdom anymore, do I? Nah, I don't have the 60 wisdom from Cole's passive. So I'm only getting 100k per con. Still insane though, but it's not what it used to be. It's not what it was in the beginning of the stream when I was... Okay, well that's just unfortunate. But yeah, 160k per com is fucking insane. And you had the... Oh, it's fucking... It was so good, chat. I'm already reminiscing. Already reminiscing of the good times. Shit. Out of glaciate. Well, I think this was a good stream. How long have I been going for? 2.5 hours? Fuck yeah, no. I've had shit to talk about for pretty much that amount of time. I think I've done well this stream. Can't wait to return to, like, working on that game that I was talking about earlier, though. That would be fun. It'd be a fun time. There's some things that are standing in the way of me working on that again. But it's looking up, you know, it's looking like it is made, there's progress being made. That's the main thing. You wanna at least think that progress is being made towards actually being able to do it. To work on it even. I think that's the thing that, like, you know, a lot of people like to see. People like to see progress on things. If you see something that's, like, not where you want it to be, and if you see something that you think, that should be better or that should be improved, then you can go and do it. Or I guess maybe it's more like, I don't know, maybe you want to get to a certain place. You want to get to a certain thing. Or you want to do something, but then to do said thing, you need to do things before then. Like, I don't know, if you want a yacht, then you've got to make a lot of money to then buy said yacht. So, you know, you get to celebrate the progress towards the goals that you want in life. So, you know, progress is nice. That's my, that's my, that's what I'll say. Progress is nice to see. And maybe that's why hypixel skyblock is nice sometimes. It's easy to get progress, even if it's progress towards something that isn't particularly important. It's nice to see progress, though. I haven't mined properly in a long time, though. I feel like I'm rusty with it. I've definitely de-rusted a lot today. You know, I feel like I could get some good rates. But even then, still need to fix my my issue of being kicked. I think once that's done, then um, you know, in a much better position. Can tell I've run out of things to talk about because I'm talking about skyblock. Haha. You all know. Also don't know whether I should just continue mining or not. Because it's not as crazy as during a fiesta. But it is still like an insane amount of XP. Although it is only just aura. It's only aura and the 30% boost. So maybe it's not worth... I don't know. Probably still is. Thing is, I'm not waking up in time. When I say waking up, I'm not waking up at 6 a.m. I'm not waking up at 6 a.m. to do that fiesta. I can tell you that. The rates may be insane, but I'm not that desperate for mining XP. Not yet, at least. Oh dear. Hmm. What do I do now, actually? It's a good question. Is there anything that I don't know. Because I'm 50-50 on whether I should continue mining for the rest of today. I really should probably... I should probably mine for as long as this mare's around. Still got the communism mare. Ah, damn, I'm getting crystals too frequently. I can't even use them all. If I go to the forge and not get kicked in the process, well, there you go. That's the wrong one. If I go to the forge, how long are those going to take? Many hours. Well done. What do I do? Ah, shit. I used my picobolus wrong. Well, I think this is probably what I'll do. I'll just mine. The thing is, though, it's like, oh, if I'm mining, how long? How long will I be mining for? I guess we'll have to see. Maybe I'll even stream it the next time there's a fiesta. But I think what I'll do is I'll mine off stream now. So thank you all for watching. Remember to like the stream, subscribe, follow on Twitch. I don't know when the next stream will be necessarily. Because I don't know whether I want to stream the fiestas or if I want to like sweat during the fiestas. I mean, I technically want to do both, but you know, streaming does, I guess, take up a little bit of sweat. Anyways, I think I shall end it here. So thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and everything, and I shall see you in the next stream. Goodbye. Shit, wrong one.